In 2003, the United States government needed something done in Iraq, something they couldn't officially do. So they made a phone call, not to the military, not to the Pentagon, to a company with no uniform, no flag, no rules. Their soldiers killed 17 civilians in a single afternoon in Baghdad. Not one of them went to prison. Not one of them was even charged, because on paper, in every official document that existed that day, they were never there. But this story isn't really about that afternoon in Baghdad. Not really. It's about the system that made that afternoon possible. And today, you are going to live inside that system, level by level, from the moment they find you to the moment you realize finding you was the easy part. Losing you was always the plan. Level 1. The finding you didn't apply for this job. Nobody does. Private military companies don't post listings. They don't hold interviews. They don't advertise. They watch. For months sometimes, years in certain cases. They study your military record, your psychological profile, your financial situation, your family situation. By the time they approach you, they already know your answer. They know because they've been inside your life long before you knew they existed. The man who sits across from you doesn't wear a uniform. He orders coffee. He smiles. He seems reasonable. He slides one piece of paper across the table. No company name at the top. Just a number, 3 times your current salary, and one line at the bottom. Standard employment contracts do not apply. You sign it. Of course you sign it. Everyone does. Level 2, the erasing. The first thing they take is your name, not permanently, not officially, but inside the organization, you are a number now. Your family thinks you took a private security contract overseas. Your friends think you changed careers. Your government, officially, has never heard of the company you now work for. Blackwater employed over 20,000 contractors at its peak. The United States Congress didn't even know their full operational details. Think about that. A private army larger than most nations' militaries, operating inside a war zone, with full diplomatic immunity, and the people who funded them didn't fully know what they were doing. You are one of 20,000, invisible, unaccountable, exactly where they need you to be. Hit subscribe, because this is just level 2, and it gets darker. Level 3, first mission. Your first mission briefing is 3 sentences long. Location, target, timeline. No context, no background, no questions allowed. You've been trained your entire career to ask questions before engaging. Here, asking questions is the first thing they train out of you. In September 2007, Blackwater contractors opened fire in Nisr Square, Baghdad. 17 civilians died, women, children, a 9-year-old boy. The contractors filed reports claiming they were fired upon first. Witnesses, camera footage, and forensic evidence told a different story. It took 7 years for a single conviction. That conviction was later overturned, because these men operated under rules that didn't fully exist in any legal framework on Earth. Your briefing document has one line at the bottom that you'll read 100 times in your career. Operators are authorized to use judgment consistent with mission objectives. Translation: there are no rules, only outcomes. And right now, your outcome is all that matters. Level 4. Who really gives the orders? By level 4, you've figured something out. Something they never tell you directly. Something you piece together slowly, then all at once. You don't work for a company. You never did. Wagner Group, the Russian private military company, operated for nearly a decade before Russia officially acknowledged its existence. In that time, Wagner fought in Syria, Libya, Mali, Sudan, Central African Republic, Ukraine. Russian officials denied their existence in every single country, every single time. And yet, Wagner received funding directly traceable to the Kremlin. Their leadership met directly with Russian Defense Ministry officials. Their operations aligned perfectly with Russian foreign policy objectives. They were a government's army, a government that would never admit they existed. You are that army. Every order you follow comes from a building with a flag outside it, a flag they'll burn before they ever say your name in public. To put this in perspective, G4S, a private security company, employs 620,000 people across 120 countries. That is 3 times the size of the British Army, operating privately, quietly, officially, just a company. Let that sink in. Stay with me. Level 5 is the one nobody talks about. Level 5. The moment you understand there's a moment every operator reaches. It usually happens between missions, in a hotel room, an airport, a safe house somewhere that doesn't appear on any map. You're sitting alone and you do the math. You've been doing this for 3 years now. You've been in 6 countries. You've done things that will never appear in any history book. And you realize you can't leave, not because they'll stop you, because there is nowhere to go back to. Your career before this? Gone. You can't explain the gap. Your clearances? They don't officially exist. Your experience? You can never discuss it. Multiple Wagner operatives who attempted to leave the organization were reported dead within months, classified as training accidents. The NDA you signed on day 1 isn't just a legal document. It's a life sentence written in ink that looks like opportunity. You don't exist on paper, which means you can't leave on paper either. The only direction is forward, deeper in. Level 6. The power. And then something strange happens. You stop being afraid of that. Because at level 6, you understand something that very few people on Earth ever understand. You are not working for the powerful. You are the powerful. In 2004, a 4-star U.S. general requested Blackwater support for a mission that official military channels couldn't execute fast enough. A 4-star general, 40 years of service, decorated, respected, powerful by any measure, making a request to a company, to people like you. You've been in rooms that presidents don't know exist. You've resolved situations that would have made front-page news if anyone was allowed to report on them. You are the reason certain things never became news. That is a kind of power that has no name, no rank, no medal, but you feel it every single day. Level 7, the cost. Your daughter's birthday was 3 weeks ago. You know, because you counted the days, not because you were there. You haven't been there in 2 years. She thinks you travel for work. Your wife stopped asking where. This is the part of the documentary nobody makes. Not the missions, not the power, not the diplomatic immunity. This part. The hotel room at 2 a.m. in a city you can't name, in a country you're not officially in. Staring at a photograph you keep in the inside pocket of a jacket you never wear on operations. Families of Wagner soldiers were paid in cash, delivered to their homes by men in plain clothes. With one instruction, never ask questions. Your family has never received a cash delivery, but they've learned the same lesson. They stopped asking questions 2 years ago. And the worst part? The part that will stay with you long after this video ends, is that if you could go back to that table, that coffee, that reasonable man, that piece of paper, you'd sign it again. Because the mission always feels more real than everything you left behind. That's not a character flaw. That's what level 7 does to a person. Level 8, the truth the world needs but never acknowledges every war you've ever read about, had soldiers like you in it first, before the journalists arrived, before the diplomats negotiated, before the politicians made speeches about values and democracy and the rules-based international order. You were already there, doing the thing that made all of that possible. In 2023, private military contractors outnumbered official U.S. military personnel in multiple active conflict zones. The world's most powerful military, supplemented, supported, and in some cases replaced by companies. Companies that officially don't do what they do, in countries they're officially not in, for governments that officially don't know them. History will not say your name, your country will not claim you, your family will never fully know you. But every stable region you've ever watched on the news had people like you operating in the shadows before stability was even possible. Think about that the next time you watch a press conference about peace. Think about the rooms that press conference never mentions, the people in those rooms, the things those people did. And right now, somewhere in the world, a man in a plain suit is sitting across from a 24-year-old. The coffee is getting cold, the paper's on the table. The number at the top is 3 times what that 24-year-old currently makes. And at the bottom, one line. Standard employment contracts do not apply. He's reading it for the second time now. He's about to sign, just like you did. The world's most powerful army has no flag, no name, no face, just soldiers, who were never there. If this scared you, subscribe. Next week, we go deeper.